Hey YouTube, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. This video is going to be jam-packed with a lot of information, but before we get started, I want to go and do the shout outs for last week's challenge participants. So real quick, we're going to get right into the shout outs. My first one I have is Taking Charge with Tamiko. She has been doing her workout journey, her exercise journey. We are new followers with each other, but go ahead and show her some love, okay? Same thing with Nicole Love Photographer. Oh my goodness, just her videos that I've watched with all of her photography credits. Like she's real good at what she does. So make sure you go check her out. And then last but not least, I have Ella's Tasty World. So me and her, we go way back to about July, August. We started following and supporting each other. She has great content when it comes to getting food from different places, or from Thrive Market, and just making your food and preparing it. And she tells you all the benefits of all of the ingredients she gets with her food as well. So be sure to show those three people, those three channels some love, okay? Welcome to the Content Planning and Instagram Reels Strategy. I made this training with a focus to help all of us get on the right page for when it comes to us promoting our business correctly and effectively, okay? So I will be sharing the knowledge that I have learned over these past years of branding and doing everything we need to do with Instagram and everything else. But over time, I start to learn things. I become more equipped with more knowledge with how to move forward with my day-to-day activities. Okay. All right, so you should know I like to start off with a quote. This one is from Dale Carnegie. He is an entrepreneur and he was big in the professional and business development. He made a lot of courses and he's an author and writer. He said 1 hour of planning can save 10 hours of doing. Okay, so just think, if we were to plan everything to the T, how much time we can save. Okay. So this is why it's very important for us to take the time out to plan our content. And that way we'll at least have some time saved on our end to do everything else we want to do, which is, be with our loved ones, our kids, our family, be with ourselves. Oh my goodness, self-care. Come on now. All right. So just real quick, I wanted to introduce you guys to myself. My name is Nadrea Miller. I am a professional and business development coach. My background is in engineering, I should say, because if I'm not making an impact, I'm basically wasting my time. So just a little bit about me. I love math. I always wanted to be a teacher, but I went to go get my engineering degree. And when I was working in the one position, I was like, this is not for me. This is not my calling. And I pursued my MBA to try to move up. On the path to getting my MBA, I saw this show called By Felicia, and it was basically 2 life coaches helping women on the West Coast live their best life. I received my certification in coaching back in 2017, and I immediately started implanting and strategizing with me and people I'm very close to. And my strategies, y'all, it works. We're able to do things that we want on our time, and we're able to get anything that we want. Anything we want, we can achieve it. A little bit about my program called the Elevator Experience. I have designed this to elevate your business to the next level within 90 days. Okay. So within those 90 days, not only are you going to clarify what you want, but we're going to develop you inside and out, and then build your business the right way so you can get your income that you want and be able to do what it is, which is to grow and scale your business. And while you're growing or scaling your business, I'll show you what to do to maintain your new status while taking on more. So maybe there's other business avenues you want to go down. Maybe there's more things that you want to do with your life. You just have to make sure you have the right foundation in order for you to keep on reaching new heights. All right, so a little bit about branding. All right, I'm pretty sure you guys already know about going through your customer voice. You always want to appeal to what their problem is. You want to agitate them. You want them to really feel that problem, right? And then you also want to then provide them with a solution, okay? So that's about market research. All of this right here is market research, getting your customer voice, getting your customer research done, learning their words and lingo. What do they like to do? Where do they hang out with? Who do they follow? Why do they follow them? Which platforms are they on? And then you also want to look at your competitors. Who are your competitors? Who are the industry leaders in your industry? Okay, what do they do and how do they stand out? Matter of fact, how can you stand out against them and what makes you special? All right, so this is part of the content, but this is basically the foundation about why you should have a content planning strategy in place. Okay, so if this is something that you want to focus on, we'll do more future trainings, or we can do a one-on-one so we can help you develop that customer voice and the research, the competitor research, making sure you have all your information needed in order to be sure that you're saying the right things inside of your content to help attract them. So we're going to talk about the content plan, what it should include. All right, your business should have 3 to 5 pillars, meaning what do you value in your business? What does your business relate to? How can your customers relate to you, your brand, or your business? For instance, mine's are mindset, entrepreneurship, and then we have what is it, feminine power, planning, lifestyle. Those are my 5 pillars. So if you know what all your research is going into your 5 pillars, and you've already done your hashtag research into your 5 pillars, you should already know what this is about. But your 5 pillars are going to be a big concrete solution or foundation into how we build up your strategy. And then we will also start instilling some of the new posts or the type of posts that you should be posting within these three to 5 pillars. So for instance, you have your educational style or instructional type of posts, and then you have your motivation or inspiration post, and then you have your vulnerability. So those are the type of posts that you want to see across those 3 to 5 pillars. Okay. So for instance, my 1 pillar mindset. I want to be having an educational type of post around mindset, a motivational post around mindsets, and then a vulnerable post around mindset as well. All right, so you want to be able to move through each of your 3 to 5 pillars. Or this is the biggest thing right here. So you have the monthly 27. I'm not sure if you guys seen this anywhere before, but the idea is you want to have 3 posts, 1, 2, 3, within each of these blocks. So while you go through each of these blocks, at the end of the day, you will be able to have 27 ideas of content that you will have for the whole month. Okay. So for instance, my post starting on Sunday was an intro video I did on a Sunday. So that was a feminine power educational post about who I am, being introduced to you guys as a coach. And then we have the 8 tips to grow your business. This was an educational business or post to be geared towards entrepreneurship. And then I have what being an entrepreneur is like. Yes, it's still an entrepreneur post, but this is more of a motivated type of post. Okay, so do you guys know where I'm coming from with these? If you have any questions, let me know, okay? So next we're going to talk about blogs, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. Which one should you be doing? Who wants to answer this question? Should you be doing all of them? Yes or no?
I'll be trying to focus on probably the 2 I'm definitely most comfortable with, and then adding after that. But so I don't want to overwhelm myself, but because like you said, you can definitely repurpose and kind of chop stuff up, and so if you get good at it and learn how to repurpose it, you can do all of them. But
yeah,
so I will start slow.
Well, that's the thing. You of course want to choose your 1 to 2 platforms that you are very fluid with. Like mine's are YouTube and Instagram. All right, so I'm constantly going back between YouTube and Instagram, but luckily my Instagram posts can go over to my Facebook.
Right.
All right, so it's best to be on ideally all platforms, right? I'm not going to tell you just to stay on one, but if you could focus on one and really get that down packed and then take on others, do it, because that's going to help further how much exposure you're going to get. You can repurpose all of your content. So I easily would take our training and videos, I'll repurpose it for YouTube, and then repurpose that into Instagram. And then once I get a blog going, I will use everything on every platform I have. But you got to be mindful about the different dimensions you have for videos. You have to be mindful that different platforms have different frames of voices. The people that are watching you from YouTube are not going to be necessarily the same type of people that would be on your Instagram or your Facebook. A lot of people on Instagram, they want to see something instantly and keep on scrolling. They want to see something more visually, while YouTube is more, okay, let's all have classroom time, a class session. And Facebook is like a mix between the two, right? And then you guys know blog is more about the words, some visual, but you have to be mindful of how you are portraying all of your content across all of these platforms, okay? And then this leads to the next one. Should you follow the trend? Short answer, yes. Okay, let me get this out the way. People want to see your face, right? So right now, the biggest thing that is trending is using video. People love video. We are very virtual or visual creatures. We love to connect. If people see what you are talking about, they can see the emotion behind what you're discussing. All right. So this is why Instagram Reels and Stories are very popular within the Instagram platform. And this is why TikTok and Instagram, people are going back and forth or repurposing content between TikTok over into Instagram because they know that this is what people want to see. All right. So with that being said, let's go into our Instagram reel strategy. Steps to be successful. All right. First, you always want to study the trending reels weekly at a minimum. And I'm going to go through all of this on my phone after this slide. But there's a way that you could pull up all the trends and be able to see, okay, this reel is performing very well. I love what she's doing or what he's doing. They have a lot of views. They have a lot of likes. Okay, this is trending. Let me go ahead and save both the reel and the audio. If you don't do both, you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt because you had to use that audio in order to make that reel. Next is you want to be creative, okay? So when it comes to making your reels, yes, there's people that's doing the one reel where they're like, I could look like this, I could look like this. Yes, it might be popular against fashion bloggers, but how can you apply it to your content and your business? Just think about it. You already have your content. Maybe make it where you can apply all your content to your the reels that you're creating. All right. And then next is you want to perform. This is all about acting. Practice makes perfect. So practice 3 times and then take the best one for posting. Add in the text because if you don't, and let's say somebody is watching the reel but they can't really listening to the audio, then the text is going to help them understand what you're talking about. All right. And then you're going to want to create a caption, something that's catchy, and always include your hashtags. This is why your market research is going to be very key in using the your pillars and what you should be putting into your caption. And that way you know exactly what you should be typing out with your hashtags. And there's a whole bunch of hashtag research training I can go on with that. But the one-on-one clients will be able to touch on that later this week. All right. And then the next thing is you want to be able to curate the cover. Make the cover a picture of you and or your product, but preferably you, and then include text. This is very important. If you include text, if somebody wants to pull up just your profile, they'll be able to see exactly what you're talking about instead of just your photos. It's hard sometimes without just looking at the bio, but to see what somebody is or what they're about without looking at their photos. Or without looking at their caption. So if your caption is written within your cover photo and it's posted on your profile feed, it'll be more easier for your prospects to see exactly who you are and what you have to offer. All right. And then it's helpful to pre-record your reels and save them into your draft folder. So I'm going to go through all of this in a second and then show you how to get up to the save to draft folder and then share to your feed or reels. All right,
all right, this week's challenge is I want to know whether if you have a business or a channel, are you currently working towards a content plan? You actually plan your content out that you're going to post either here on YouTube or other platforms. And if you do, how do you go through that process of brainstorming. This is a two-part question. I just want to know. I just want to know what your answers are below. So go ahead and participate so you can go ahead and get a shout out. Also, another thing I would love to mention is that I am thinking about putting together a YouTube mastermind. This is something that is going to be completely free. We meet periodically. This would be for content creators here on YouTube that are willing to grow their business or their channel here on the YouTube platform. We'll use this mastermind group as a way to go through content strategies, content ideas. We'll also do audits of each other's channels just to like give constructive feedback, because we want to be able to be successful at what we do. So if this is something that you are interested in, leave a comment below and I'll connect with you so we can go ahead and start meeting, because this has like been on my mind for the longest. And I, like, you know, I'm the type of person that I just want to go ahead and help us meet people out. And I know I'm not at my 1,000 yet, but I feel like there's things that I do know about growing a following here on YouTube. So just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. We can help each other grow this small YouTube community. All right,